Hey, what's up? Welcome back. If you're new, I'm Jessica, Earth Angel 111 here on YouTube. Thank you so much for stopping by. I hope you're having a great day so far. This will be a collective reading, so remember to only take the energy that resonates for you and leave the rest. And let me hop in and see what the overall energy is, and then I will pull some tarot cards to kind of clarify anything that's come out. So overall energy, quite a few came out. Wow. So first one is desperate to get your attention. Now there's someone in your life who has purposely gone out of their way to try and get your attention because they know that you are too focused on living life in the present moment. And that's what you're meant to continue to do, because whatever this is, they try to get a reaction out of you. This could be someone who was a controlling ex-lover or family member to you. You are not giving them the reaction that they wanted from you. And now you're about to step into some type of chapter you can be proud of with good karma on the way to you because of your ability to overcome, because of your ability to remain poised. This may have been the King of Pentacles that wanted you to overreact. Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy again. And whoever this is starting to realize that you did not deserve to be treated that way. They either did some type of smear campaign to get people to misjudge you, or they personally just tried to make a point to have a lot of disagreements with you. And maybe this is someone you have like a lot of love for, so you feel lost or confused as to why this person would go so far out of the way. It's almost as if this person maybe was hurt by something you said or a lack of effort in your part on their life or your life in general. So this person felt like they were going to try and teach you some type of understanding where they were coming from, but however they went about it, it just could have been solved through some type of communication resolution, and this person failed to communicate how they were feeling. A lot of you, this is someone who felt like you broke their heart and you did not try to mend the connection. So Three of Swords, this person feels totally let down by how your connection went, and they thought it was going to go a lot differently. So with Four of Pentacles, thought that you two would be able to see eye to eye or really collaborate, and instead there were too many differences between you that caused this relationship to go through some type of ending or separation. So whoever this is to you, a lot of you, it seems as though this is an ex-love interest or someone you may have dated. They're really starting to have regrets over the fact that they just didn't open up to you and tell you how they were feeling. They assumed that you were going to know. And a lot of you need to know it's time to let this go or let this person go, because you may still have a lot of love for someone who's purposely trying to make a point to make you feel misunderstood or misjudged. Soulmate in reverse, so definitely a karmic soulmate to you. Someone you maybe once considered yourself wanting to have a life partnership with or a long-term connection, but every time you put the effort in to do so, notice how it came out in reverse. It's like this person purposely tried to push you away or to self-sabotage your connection. So they may have been doing that through the way of purposely trying to not communicate how they were feeling with you, to make you feel misunderstood or unappreciated in your relationship. A lot of you, this person started celebrating with their friends, other people, possibly even exploring new connections without just being honest and truthful with you about how they were feeling about you. This person has held back a lot of love that they had for you, and it turned into some type of resentment over the way that you handled the connection. So it's like without you really knowing how this person feels, they pushed you away because they expected you to make more of an effort towards them. The fact that they were interested in you whatsoever, they felt like that should have been enough of a hint or a clue for you to totally catch on. But now it's like, whoa, like this person's really starting to see that they didn't communicate to you. They just expected you to read their mind as to how they were feeling. And if this is an ex-love interest, that's exactly why the relationship ended. It's exactly why you're being guided to let this person go or to let go of the disagreements, because how can you lead someone to an ending in a connection without explaining why it's ending? It's like this person just expected you to read their mind. A lot of you may have lived with this person or had plans to move in together. So this person may have suddenly backed out on the idea of like getting a new place together, signing a lease. Or if it was like you and this person buying a home together, they kind of stopped showing up. They started flaking out. So your aura makes people fall in love with you very quickly. This person feels as though they fell in love with you very quickly. But as soon as they fell in love with you, they started to put this pressure on you to know exactly how they felt at all times of the day without communicating. And if this is an earth sign or a water sign, they are extremely loyal. So they expected you to be all in from the moment that you two first met. And if you so ever happen to even like put yourself out there and dating with other people or making new friends, this person feels as though you've betrayed them. So this is why they totally kind of just went silent on you, but they never communicated how they felt or how they feel moving forward. So you may still feel lost. Like this person may have ghosted you for a lot of you while you had been trying to reestablish or build up the connection in general. And it's like as quickly as they fell in love with you is as quick as they went to kind of walk away from this connection, because they have some type of very high standard when it comes to their love interest, which is great to have, but without communicating exactly what you expect from a partner, this person expected you to almost like understand what it is they needed from you. They feel as though there was a lack of passion on your part, so wanting you to be more affectionate with them, wanting you to show them off more, wanting you to be more connected to them in a loving sense, but this person never went ahead and told you that they expected more from you. So they've almost disappointed themselves, and they feel as though they've brought about an ending to a new beginning in love that they were meant to have. And now they definitely have their guard up towards you. So you're going to notice, if you haven't already, this person is totally just avoiding any type of communication with you, any type of understanding, any type of socializing. So if you've been trying to get this person to plan a date with you or spend more time with you or even just meet up with you, they've been kind of quick to ghost you. So sliding in the DMs may be originally how you met this person. You could have met them on social media, and because of that, they just had it in their mind how they expected your relationship to go. It's almost like this person was fantasizing or daydreaming about how they expected you to be as a lover. But often more than not, you know, this person learned that when you do that, you set yourself up for disappointment, because no one can actually fulfill exactly everything you're looking for without communicating, without going through experiences together, without going through understandings of what is expected as a partner. So they expected you just to know that they wanted to move rather quickly, that they saw themselves either moving in with you or establishing a very long-term loyalty, but this person kind of hid their feelings. And now they have this resentment in knowing that you didn't end up being who they pictured you to be, but it's all because this person did not allow you to. So they have a fear of commitment, and now furthermore, since knowing you, this person feels as though they've been rejected by you in some type of way. The star is here, so this person really feels like you're going out of your way to create some type of long-term stability and success in your career, and that you're not as focused on them or love like you should be. So music movie event may be where you met this person, and they really felt like you two hit it off from the initial contact. But now they feel as though you kind of were guided into their life to show them that they need to be more expressive in their concerns in a partner, in a relationship, or just moving forward, be more communicative with what they expect from somebody. So you've taught this person a very hard lesson, that they are quick to walk away from people without communicating what it is that they expected from you, or from people in general. So this person's dealt with a lot of very short-lived connections because they hold such a high standard of what they expect a person to be without actually communicating what it is that they expect them to be. So this person's all stuck up in their head. They know that you feel the disconnection from them, and they most importantly feel as though you are giving up on the connection, or that you've decided to put your energy into yourself, your friends, your family, your career, and kind of steer clear of this connection with them based on the way that they've handled things so far. With the Seven of Swords, they know that they were a little bit harsh in their lack of communication. So this is like someone making you feel super loved and appreciated, and them all of a sudden kind of ripping off the Band-Aid, like walking away, ghosting you, or making you feel as though you never meant anything in their life. And they realize now that they've done it to themselves. A lot of you are either dealing with a feminine who feels this way, or this could be a masculine. Take it how it resonates. But yeah, they feel like they pushed you to the point of focusing on your career, and they're upset that you're actually doing so. Now they're just wondering if they come back and double back around to you or the relationship and explain how they feel. Are you going to take them back? Are you going to give this person another opportunity to explain what it is that they expected of you? Or are you completely done with the connection the way that they made you feel? Because this is someone who's rather harsh when they end a relationship. They'll go from being completely devoted to you to completely cold or silent. And they know that that reality was something you never expected, because maybe this has been like a slow build in your relationship. But ultimately, just know that this person feels as though they fell in love with you too quickly, and they put this high standard on you to be on a pedestal per se, and then found that they hurt their own heart or broke their own heart when you didn't live up to this standard that they placed you in. So this is someone you may have even just been in a situationship with, never fully committed, and they expected you to be 100% loyal to them. And a lot of you were, but you may have even just communicated with other people. And this is someone who, they get really jealous easily. Like, just the thought of you messaging someone else or spending time going for a coffee or going and hanging out with someone else. Like, for example, maybe you have lots of friends in a social life. This person assumes that you're off dating someone else. You're off giving your love and affection to someone else. And this is where they're learning in this relationship from you that they need to be able to be more communicative, because without expressing how they feel in a relationship, they keep setting themselves up for a failing connection. So this is someone who's definitely had a lot of start and go relationships with you, with other people. They fall in love very quickly with the idea of a person. But then when it comes time to like really communicating how they feel, to getting in a serious relationship, to being someone that another person can count on, that's when they find themselves totally backing off or exiting from the relationship altogether. And that's exactly what they did with you. It's exactly what it looks like they did with the connection before you. So you're this person's lesson to learn that they need to be more open and honest and allow themselves to be more vulnerable with whoever it is that they're trying to pursue in love. So love call is here. They want you to know that they feel as though they need you in their life, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you and informing you. But so far, they have yet to do so. They have yet to fully open up to you. They have yet to fully tell you the truth about how much they love you or how much they see your connection prospering, but that you keep disappointing them every time you go and talk to somebody else or make them feel as though your relationship is the furthest thing on your mind. So this person may also feel as though you're working too much, or you're spending too much time socializing, you're not really locked in on them. So not enough. All this has to do with a lack of confidence and them having this ability to self-sabotage new relationships they get in. Based on their ego, fear, it creates a major frustration within this person. So you're definitely dealing with someone who hasn't learned how to quite vocalize their thoughts or communicate their emotions. They'd much rather just kind of silently pull back their energy. And that's exactly what they've done with you. So now that you've like done the same, now that you've given this person the energy back that they give to you, they feel completely hurt, betrayed. Almost as if this connection isn't worth fighting for anymore for them, because they feel like they're constantly having to defend your relationship or themselves to you. But it's because they put themselves in this space of not being able to communicate with you how they feel. So a lot of you maybe even recently went to a music or movie event separate from this person, and they feel like every time you're out socializing, you have this possibility of meeting someone new, meeting someone you feel like is better than the relationship you have with them. And this definitely is something that lingers on their mind. And with the love call, it's like you're dealing with the divine feminine or divine masculine who hasn't quite grasped the idea of being open and honest and allowing themselves to be really understood in relationships. And that's what's blocking it. So look at that poker face. It's like they keep on this face like everything's all good, even when they feel completely heartbroken or let down in a connection, in life, and in general. So not showing hand. They're constantly hiding how it is that they truly feel behind some type of mask, kind of just like acting as if everything's good in your connection, even when they feel hurt in some type of way or let down by a lack of effort or communication on your part. So twin flames is here. This person truly feels as though you complement each other. You're very different, but your unique differences is what makes you go together so well. And they're learning that, you know, if this is a twin flame connection for the two of you, you two are going to go through healing those inner parts of yourselves when it comes to relationships. The parts where you lack confidence, the parts where you feel as though you have problems communicating. That's at least what this person's going through. So it's really bringing about some type of deep spiritual awakening within this person. But yeah, it's like they don't know how to express to you how they feel. So look at that. Nervous to tell you how they really feel. It's exactly what it is. They feel like you're on the way of letting this connection fully go, and they're nervous to tell you how they feel about you. But they know at the end of the day that the two of you were guided into each other's lives for a reason, and one so far that they haven't quite learned how to understand. Like, what is the deeper meaning and the purpose? This person is someone who's felt extremely emotionally imbalanced throughout their life. They often find themselves suppressing their emotions and focusing more on career versus love because they feel like their careers never disappointed them, but lovers do. And their lesson to learn is that it's something they self-sabotage themselves every time they walk away from a connection without truly telling that person what it is that they're feeling hurt by or what it is that they feel is a lack of in the relationship. So this person withholds their truth or how they feel, what they truly feel about you, and then they expect you to totally just pick up exactly what it is. And with Queen of Swords in reverse, y'all, it's like you aren't always able to read this person's mind or to see what it is they want from the connection like they expect you to. This person feels like when you first met, you had such a deep bond that you totally were just always going to understand them and be on the same page. And now they're coming to quickly realize that there are some type of major differences between you. And that is your lack of communication. You are someone who is very forthcoming and honest and maybe very expressive about how you feel about them at all times of the day or relationship. And they're the opposite. They find themselves holding back. And they also have this major fear of a long-term commitment. The Hierophant there, this person may be going through a spiritual awakening, realizing it's okay to be in a long-term connection, that they could have this deep underlying fear of being in a loving relationship that truly has to do with marriage or a higher form of commitment. They're used to these short-term connections. That's what they're comfortable with, but that's also what they're trying to change. So know that you've really brought about some type of change with this person, and they're hoping that you decide to give them another chance, but they feel like you're letting them go. So pray more is here. If this is someone you truly want to keep in your life, you're almost being guided to pray on it, to see how it is you truly feel. Pray for this person to really just heal themselves in a sense that if they want this connection with you, they got to be willing to open up and express how they feel. And Four of Wands, you may definitely be dealing with a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag. And if not, this is just someone who has a lot of passion for you. And notice how it's like a couple on the card. So they really feel like you two go together so well. You have a lot of good times together, but also they know that they picture more out of your relationship that has ever come to prosper because of their lack of communication. Like they expect you just to know how they're feeling and just to do exactly what they want you to do, but without telling you. So biggest thing this person expects from you is to not be out there flirting with other people. And so far, you may not even be in a full-term relationship with this person. So they've never even given you the opportunity to see that they see you as long-term relationship material. So this person's being guided into your life for a reason, and you into theirs. You're both teaching each other a very valuable lesson on the importance of communication in a relationship. And most importantly, that if this person doesn't learn how to communicate with you, you will let them go and walk away, and they will be left feeling like they've repeated another short-term relationship over again. So I'm going to leave that there. I hope you have a good day. Thank you.